Hello, my name is Beth Sutton. When I was a kid, I would watch Saturday morning cartoons every weekend. I'd pour a bowl of cereal and get comfortable in front of the TV for a couple of hours while I watched my favorite characters solve mysteries, fight off predators, and enjoy time with their friends. However, I unwittingly used this time in front of the TV to learn about new things I didn't know I had to have. I saw that Barbie had a new airplane for her and her friends. I learned about how a few jagged pieces of plastic could make you draw geometric shapes and patterns. And I was convinced I could bake just like my mom if I only had an easy bake oven. Since the beginning of advertising and marketing, the goal has always been to motivate your customer to do something, to buy something, to take something. Whether you're demonstrating your product or sharing testimonials from happy consumers, you can use stories to sell brands. David Ogilvy once said, "If you're trying to persuade people to do something or to buy something, it seems to me you should use their language, the language they use every day, and the language in which they think." And he's right. Think about advertising today and how technology has changed the industry. It's no longer the big three areas of print, radio, and television. The goals haven't changed, but the markets sure have. In the past 30 years, I've shared in the growth of this industry and have taken the adopt or get left behind mentality. I began using computers for graphic design in the late 80s, and everything that I know about them and the software has been self-taught. But I came to realize that was only going to take me so far. I realized that what I had learned in college from 81 to 85 wasn't going to be enough for me to stay current with the industry. So I decided to add a new tool to my toolbox, and I got an internet marketing degree from Full Sail University. Since getting my marketing degree, I've learned a lot about social media and advertising. I've learned how to find consumers where they hang out and how to talk to them. And I've learned how to speak to them in a language that they can relate to and trust. But I've also learned what not to do. When I moved to Cleveland from Atlanta back in '98, I did a lot of interviewing at a lot of different ad agencies. And I showed my portfolio to a ton of people. One time, I was trying to relate to an agency creative director how I had worked on a lot of projects for Coca-Cola during my time in Atlanta. However, the wording I chose was something like, "I did a lot of Coke in Atlanta." Now, needless to say, my interviewer had a very puzzled look on his face. I realized then that what you say in one location isn't necessarily going to be understood in another. And just like in social media, you need to consider the audience before creating your message. The position you've described that's available fits me to a T, although I can bring so much more to the table. I have leadership skills, experience presenting in front of clients, and sharpened computer skills. I have an eye for design and color, as well as training in personalized messaging and marketing channels. I am the best candidate for this job, not only because of where I've been, but because of where I'm headed. I am constantly learning and growing, and I'm looking at your company as a place where I can put down roots. If you hire me, I'll act as a wind-up toy, ready to take charge of whatever is given to me. And just like that Chrissy doll I saw advertised on Saturday morning as a kid, I am someone you didn't know you wanted until now.
Created using PowToon.